Welcome to Suzhou in China for day 2 of our coverage from the Coros 2015 World Table Tennis Championships here on Eurosport. The first of the singles gold medals is up for grabs today in the women's event, and the hosts position themselves very nicely once again to dominate on the international stage. I'm Simon Golding. I'll be with you for this women's final, which pits current world #1 China's Ning against her compatriot world #2 LIU Shiwen. Well, Ding looking to recapture the title she won back in 2011, and Liu aiming to claim the world singles title for the first time in her career. Well, we've seen some stunning matches between these two over the years. It's their 16th meeting, or 17th meeting, my apologies. And, Ding Ning in your picture, 24 years of age. Both players actually the same age. They've come through the junior ranks together. Initially, Liu had the upper hand, winning the first 5 meetings between them. But since then, it's been pretty much tit for tat. Although overall, Liu has won 11 out of their meetings, 16 going to Ding Ning. LIU Shiwen thought she was going to retire from table tennis about a year and a half ago when she was suffering from very serious knee problems, but has attempted to carry on and maintain her place in the Chinese team, has slightly adapted her playing style. Is coping very well indeed and still playing at the highest level. #2 seed, managing to knock out the winner last time around in these World Championships, Li Jiaxia. Beat her 4-1, the #3 seed, defending champion. For Ding Ning, well, she's had 2 humdingers. Quarter-final against Wu Yang, 4-3, 11-8 in the 7th, and then came up against the unseeded Wu Xi in the semi-finals. Again, the Chinese player who can't make the national lineup for most of the big tournaments, so came here unseeded, but went out in the semis to Ding Ning, 11-6 in the 7th. So best of 7 final. LIU Shiwen at the far end of the table in the black kit. Ding Ning in the slightly more colourful. Maybe pink, purple and pink, is that? And we know what we're going to get from these two. It's going to be fast and furious all the way. Both players trying to get in and dominate with their top spin attacks. But a right-hander versus left-hander make for some interesting angles. Right, you can already hear the crowd in Suzhou getting behind Ding Ning. She is a lovely character off the table, very personable, very bubbly character, doing a journalism degree at the University of Shanghai. And so for that reason gets involved in a lot of interviews and makes herself very available to her fans. Big left-handed loops. And that just caught LIU Shiwen out, that second down the same angle. Just wrong footing it. It's a weak receive, but gets away with it. Ball kicking right up off that Ding service, but couldn't put the third ball away. And with Rio on the minds of most players here at this World Championships, for the Chinese players, well, it really is a huge demand. I think the number has just come off the back of Liu. These are still secured with safety pins, so that'll have to be pinned back in place. Not a problem necessarily for Liu, but certainly would be a distraction to see that white piece of material flapping around as the ball was hit for Ding Ning. So quite rightly pointing out that she wants that one put back. Ding Ning winner of this championships back in 2011. Went on to lose in 2012 in the final of the Olympic Games to Li Jiaxia. Okay, here is the defending champion, but knocked out by the woman at the far end of the table. There's an element of training exercise to some of the rallies that you will see. Super quick, then those subtle changes and sometimes more abrupt and obvious changes of direction with the shot. Good work, good reactive play from Liu. It's a great shot from Ding. Gets that right up into her body, but good footwork Liu just to keep that forehand controlled. Ning not able to follow up. So good, tight, early start to this game. Exactly what we've seen from them in repeated singles encounters over the last 3 or 4 seasons. And Ning this time gets in with enough impetus on that attack. Not seen any of her famous serves at the moment. She squats down and hits that reverse tomahawk. Yeah, that's a decent length on that one, right on the paint at the back of the table from Ning. And that kick right up. Ning, 1m70, 5'7" tall, so substantially taller than her opponent, who stands at 161, 5'3½. LIU Shiwen. So Ning has the speed, she has the reach as well. And we'll be looking to exploit that here against Liu. But it's Liu with the lead, 5-4. As I said, best of 7, 11 points in each game or each set is the target. Yeah, good work. Moving side to side. And eventually opening up that line shot, and Ning can't quite get there. A little bit of tape on the shoulder of Ning, but a lot of players using that kinesiology tape these days, and not necessarily an indication of a serious problem. Beautiful. That's wonderful stuff. Ning concentrating her attack down that backhand wing of Liu. But that's not easy to do for the left-hander. That's hitting to the shortest angle on the table. Also exposes that diagonal if Liu can get a good block in. Again, she's received the serve high, so immediately under pressure. Just struggling a little bit with that service reception. But still took Ning a couple of hits to put that away. Back to LIU Shiwen to serve. Yeah, great stuff, and that's the problem that Ning has. If she opens up with pace on that angle, she leaves a lot of the table open. Beautiful manoeuvring. Liu getting her into position by playing the ball down Ding's backhand. And if Ning chooses to run round and hit the big forehand, which she did there, she leaves the rest of the table open. But Ning likes to hit that forehand if she can get round to it. 7-6 Liu. And once again, pressuring on the diagonal. A little unlucky from Ning, little touch on the net tape, taking that clear of the table. But once again, concedes 2 points, so chasing with her own serve. Well, definitely Liu is under pressure here on the Ning serve. Not coping as well as she would like. One point in it. Second serve for Ning. Better receive from Liu. Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Again, Ding's forehand. Just allowing that shot to develop. She's not quite getting rounded on that diagonal at the moment. Big backhand into the body of Liu, but beautifully angled blocking, counter hitting from Liu. So excellent start to this final from both players, but Liu just with the upper hand. Oh, and a nice flick off a slightly fortunate shot. But the put away was good from the number 2 seed. And that sets up 3 game points for Liu. And she's done it. Very good performance from LIU Shiwen in that opening game. And the number 2 seed giving the number 1 seed Ning a lot of problems here. And LIU takes the lead in this World Championship final. 11-7, she leads 1-0. Well, good start for LIU Shiwen. Players once again engaged in a very tight second game. It is rarely a runaway victory. And in fact, that scoreline in the first game to LIU was an unusual bit of daylight between the pair. Second game, and it's tight again. LIU has a point for 2-0. She's missed it. Well, it was there. It was there to be finished, and that wry smile from LIU Shiwen tells you all you need to know. Didn't quite time that down the line. 10-all. So juice situation now. Alternate serves till one player is 2 points clear. There's no ceiling on the score. How far will this one go? First blood to Ning. Second miss on that line shot. 11-10, game point, first game point that Ning's had in this final. Watching, look at her watch LIU all the way, trying to read everything she can ahead of this serve. Oh no, and she didn't read it at all. Loaded with backspin, jabs it into the bottom of the net. Huge error from Ning, big opportunity wasted, so 11-all. Won't get too many of those chances. Ning serve. Yeah, that's really good. Lovely slow loop to get into the rally. Ning took her time with that one. Didn't quite get over the edge of the table, but watch her hit that. And that sets up the very nice counter-attack off the top of the bounce with the backhand. And LIU, this time, beaten for pace. Second game point then. Having saved one. Chance to level up at one game apiece. Magnificent. Magnificent. Well, that was one of those rallies where first player to blink loses, and it was Ning that just didn't apply the finishing touch to that backhand. LIU wouldn't back off. Superb hitting from her. So LIU has saved 2 game points, 12-all. This time, over-expansive on the backhand. Far too much movement. Far too big a swing. Third game point comes the way of the number 1 seed, Ning. Ning desperate to reclaim this world title. There's a long, long way to go. Well, you don't always see this kind of emotion from the Chinese players, and especially when they're playing against each other. They'll have a very clear idea of the shots they want to be hitting, and yes, the reactions are virtually automatic at this speed, but that was a chance for Ning, and she knows it. Third game point saved. Still haven't seen much of that usual Ding serve. She's kept it fairly straightforward in this game. And a miss from Liu. Decent slow loop from Ding, but she fancied that off the top of the bounce. There was a lot of table as well to work with, and just brushing the net to take it away from the playing surface. Game point number 4 for Ding Ning. And with the way LIU Shiwen is playing, you feel Ding needs this. Doesn't want to let her opponent get away from her. Oh, she's done it. Backhand to backhand rally. And in the end, Liu just runs out of table. That's a great comeback from Ding Ning. Staring at a 2-0 scoreline. But has managed to hit her way back into this game, and that is some emotion. That's only game 2, it's 1-1. And Ding Ning celebrating like she's just won the gold. Welcome back to the 2015 Women's World Championship Table Tennis Final. Here in Suzhou in the east of China. Two Chinese players battling it out for gold, two Chinese players that know each other so well. LIU Shiwen in the black at the far end of the table. Got off to a good start, took the first game, but Ding Ning, the world number 1, coming back to save a game point and then take the game for herself, 4th time of asking, so 1-1 as we head into this third. Oh, that's tough. That's not easy hitting at that pace, straight down the centre line of the table. Neither player wanting to give the other an angle to open the table up. And Ding Ning gets off to a decent start in this third game. Well, it looks like an error, but it's a forced error. Tremendous pace on that shot from Ding Ning. And in the end, just too much for Liu to cope with. Cracking start to this third game for the number 1 seed. Not this time, though. Just didn't quite get that acceleration through and over the ball for the backhand, so just clip the net again. Still, I feel a lot of support in favour of Ding Ning. This crowd, I think, just marginally behind her. Oh, amazing, amazing recoveries, but Liu was not to be deterred. Good shot from Liu actually to get into that hitting element of the rally, and an excellent defence from Ding Ning, but that final change of angle, just too much. Second of Liu's serves. Good return onto the backhand. Very difficult when the ball stays over the top of the table. Not got quite the same bat angles to work with. Great stuff from Ding to go 4-2. Well, plenty of luck involved in that one, acknowledged by Ding. Just clipping the net and completely flattening the bounce of the ball. The pendulum service of Ding Ning is still giving Liu a little bit of trouble. Trying to dig hard into the service reception, get it as under control as possible, but still giving Ding a lot of opportunity on the third ball. But service goes back now to Liu for 2 serves. Yes, what a shot. What a shot. Hit the first one beautifully, and that's what produced that return. And that was just an easy flick, but a very good angle. Second of her serves. Still got work to do after this, though, even if she wins the point. Toying with Ning on that rally. Great slow-mo showing the contorted positions the players have to get into sometimes to hit some of these shots. Back to Ning. She's focused a lot of her services down the forehand side of Liu, but this time goes backhand, and she's paid the price, you know. Service a little bit too long. Great receive on the backhand, and again opens up that chance, and that one even better on the backhand from Liu, because that wasn't just a straight counter hit. She had to do some work with that ball. Tremendous accuracy from Liu. And finally we see the reverse tomahawk. That's what the crowd want to see. It's a hideous serve to try and receive. Most players hit the tomahawk with the forehand side. She hits it with the backhand side. Generates huge quantity of spin, but it's that last minute or last second change that makes it so tough. Ning back in control, 2 points up. And again, backhand off the top of the bounce. She is ripping those shots, Liu. Watch this. Every single time into the far angle. Ning's got to keep the focus, try and win 1 point in 2 and hold that advantage. And she's done it. She's back on level terms, is LIU Shiwen. One all, 7 all, and these two fantastic players, number 1 and 2 in the world, still can't be separated. Here it comes again. Let serve. Now, does she play that same tomahawk serve once more? Setting up for it. That's good shots. Again, a forced error. Liu not under control with that backhand. And as soon as you have to play the backhand outside the line of your body, outside of that centre line, it becomes more difficult. It's okay to hit forehands outside your body. That's the point. That's where the power can be generated with the forehand. Backhands, not so easy. Well, she's sticking with the serve. A little bit of luck. Good retrieve. Oh, LIU Shiwen will be kicking herself. Did brilliantly in that rally, and this was a very straightforward kill. Wonderful retrieve, but that should have been put away, and she's fluffed it. Just never quite got to the ball. So the Ning trademark serve causing havoc. Gives her a 2-point lead. Liu trying to get back into this third game. Well, she won't do. If she keeps missing the table, the backhand that has been so reliable up until this point. Drifting wide, 3 game points to Ning for a bit of breathing space in this final. Another rat-tat rally between these two. This time goes the way of Ning. And the world number 1 at last has the lead in this World Championship final. And once again, the reaction is an emotional one from Ning. She means it today. She's 2-1 up. this game go? Ding Ning, very hard-earned sets, 15-13, 11-7 to get a 2-1 up after LIU Shiwen went into the lead in that first game. But once again, these two locked very closely. Huge mental demand. It's not just the physical demand. The hours of training will condition the body to cope with that. But the mental demand of staying with this type of high-pressure table tennis is incredible.
7, 8.
We have barely seen a poor point. Every single point has been an extended rally or a great third ball kill. We've seen very few direct errors. I mean, that's just an incredible service reception. Read the fast, deep serve, read it well, Ding Ning. And that little adjustment on the footwork to do what she likes to do best, run round the forehand. And she's absolutely hammered that return. 9-7 then. Looks like we're going to get the tomahawk serve once more. It's remarkable, absolutely remarkable, and the vocal celebration here from Ding Ning. Again, something you just wouldn't have seen it 10 years ago from the Chinese players. It was very rare. Kept the emotions a lot more in check, but now really expressing themselves on the table, the players, and Ding Ning, the celebration directly at Liu. 3 game points then for 3-1. Well, nearly. Good hitting from Liu. Once again from both sides of the table. The old 1-2. And Ding Ning down for the moment. I'm sure she's not out. Toweling down allowed every multiple of 6 points. So the players perfectly within their rights just to take a breather here. Liu, 2 serves then to get back in to this 4th game. First of them is good. Took the attacking impetus, took that positive approach off the 3rd ball. And by that I mean the service is returned, the 3rd hit goes to the server, and that is very often where the players at this standard make the rally count, or make the initial shot in the rally count. 1 more game point for Ding Ning. Oh, she's got it. Well, it was Ding Ning that took a chance, and it was a gamble that paid off. Great reception, and then a lovely block on the backhand. Blocked it straight back into the forehand of Liu, and it was just that little bit too much pace for Liu to cope with. And the lead now is a good one for the number 1 seed. 3-1 to Ding Ning. Well, China versus China in a world final has been a regular fixture for a long, long time now. I know some of you out there sometimes get concerned about that or criticise that, but I think you also sometimes just have to watch a match of this quality and just enjoy. This has been stunning. Ding Ning, the number 1 seed, leads the world number 2, LIU Shiwen, by 3 games to 1 in this gold medal final. It has been a physical encounter. It really has been brutal. A lot of longer rallies, and considering how close both players play to the back of the table, to see those extended rallies, it really is phenomenal. So LIU Shiwen on the comeback trail. Ding Ning is still shouting and celebrating the big points. Well, anything that she wins off the Liu backhand is a big point, I guess. Back to the trademark serve then, 2 to come from Ding. Tomahawk serve. Not this time. Slightly perplexed look on the face of the number 2 seed. I think she's reading this pretty well now. Yeah, twice in a row, 2 big forehands on the reception of the Ding Tomahawk serve, and already Ding under pressure in this 5th game. Not unusual for these two to go the distance. And the way they're playing and the closeness of the games in this final, you'd say this is odds on to go 6 or maybe 7. Ding needs just 1 more to claim the gold medal. Fascinating ability in the heat of battle to hit those controlled shots, and that was controlled from Ding Ning. Again, a long stare at the table. Liu not happy with the bounce that she got off that slower, controlled forehand loop from Ding. But spin will make the ball do funny things. Oh! Unbelievable reactions from Liu. Shake of the head from Ding Ning. What has she got to do? She hit a screamer of a shot. Absolutely nailed it. And it came back with interest. And once again, a stumbling fall at the end. Ding has got to watch herself here. She's lunged for retrieves on a couple of occasions and gone sprawling. Totally committed to this. Moves away from the tomahawk serve, not surprised. And the result is really no different. Tried to focus on the backhand, but we've seen how well Liu has played that combination of shots. So backhand receive going back into the body of Ding. And then Ding trying to keep it tight, but the counter hit off the bounce on the backhand from Liu across the table has been superb. Won repeated points with that. Where does she go now? Forehand. And again, at majestic backhand, sweeping it on the angle. It's a marvellous shot because there's an element of manufacture about it. She's hitting it outside her body. She's controlling the spin that Ding has put on the ball, using it against her opponent. Well, this is a good lead. 6-2 in game 5 for LIU Shiwen. Good forehand. Good straightforward 3rd ball kill. And we've not seen a lot of those in this match. We've seen a lot attempted, but the opponent reading the shot and getting it into play, and that's when those more extended rat-tat-tat rallies have occurred. Rapid, quick-fire play. Oh, exceptional again. Ding trying to put some pressure on here. Tomahawk serve, this time hitting it though with the forehand side of the racket, and that bent it into the backhand of Ding. Good serve of Liu, sorry, good serve from Ding. Long, hard look at Liu before she settles down for this next serve, and it is sticking with the trademark serve. Sticking with the forehand side of the racket, and even with a good backhand receive, Ding on it like a shot. and sends it back with interest. It's not a bad tactic, you know, playing the ball back to where it came from. If the players just hit a shot, it's very difficult for them to get back into position and re-hit the same shot. Good thinking from Ding. Pressure building on Liu in game 5. And remember, if Ding can win this game, that's it. That's her gold medal. She'll have reclaimed the world title that she won back in 2011. LIU Shiwen, though, has other ideas. Beautiful little skip to her left-hand side to open up the forehand. Well, that was good. That was really good from Ding, because she was under horrendous pressure down that line into the body. But she hit a couple of great backhands in there, then got onto her favourite forehand. And that was just a bit too hot for Liu to handle. Two-point advantage still for Liu to play with, but 2 serves to come. Tomahawk forehand side into the backhand of Liu, and Liu this time gets the receive right. Got the pressure on early. Just keeps opening up this cushion. 2 points is good at this level, but a 3-point lead just buys you that little bit of breathing space. Big serve, this one. Goes to the backhand side again of the racket, and that change enough. Deficit reduced to 2. Little nod of acknowledgement for the serve from Ding. And the subsequent play as well. But still a 2-point cushion here for Liu with 2 serves to come. Can she get it done here? That's tremendous. Both players attempting to manoeuvre one another about, but it was Ding that had control of that rally. And now reduces the deficit to just a single point. But more importantly, I think, she hasn't given the point to Liu to get to game point just yet. So even if Liu gets to game point here, she won't be playing game point on her own serve. It'll be back to Ding. Backhand does it for Liu again, so 10-8 she leads, but 2 Ding Ning serves to negotiate. And another slightly sprawling attempt to receive the, or to retrieve the ball there. You wouldn't be surprised if the players were feeling the pace here. Gold medal match off the back of the rest of the week. And from Ding Ning's point of view, coming off the back of 2 4-3 matches, she's been put through the mill over the last 2 days. And it's all happening again, but the advantage once again reduced to just a single point, and Liu's opportunities to pull this back to 3-2 rest on her receive of this next service. Whatever she does, she's got to try and restrict Ding's attacking opportunity on the 3rd ball. Can she do it, or can Ding get in? Another tomahawk serve, good backhand. Oh, brilliant. Well, had to play a 3rd backhand, and she played it well. Reached for the block, got the angle on it, and showed some serious nerve here. That is a great bit of work from Liu, got good depth on the shot. And Ding Ning was never really in that game. She still leads though, 3-2. welcome back. This game very nicely poised indeed. LIU Shiwen in the black, nearest the camera. The world #2 and #2 seed in this competition, coming in to this world final against the world #1, Ning. But Ning has had the battle to get here. She's had a very tough quarter and a very tough semi, both against Chinese opponents, and both 4-3 results. Good retrieve on that opener. From Liu's point of view, came through against her compatriot Zhu Ling 4-1 and then beat the holder Li Xiaojia at the same scoreline. So has played slightly less table tennis as Liu, which, considering the knee problem that she's been suffering with over the last year or so, is probably not a bad thing from her point of view. But a fabulous start to this final. Then Ning countered, came back, got it to 3-1. And the world #1 still, technically, just one game away from the gold medal. So Liu has all the work to do to get this back level and force the final into a 7th and deciding game. Oh, stunning. Moving her opponent from side to side. Ning coping with it just about. Managed to force Liu to play one more shot than she really wanted to. But that was a comprehensive finish down the line. Ning beaten and away to her backhand side. That's just amazing. Brilliant shot. Ning didn't do a lot wrong there. Lovely backhand, but what a retrieve on the forehand side. And I'm not sure Ning was expecting that to be so precise and so fast. Ning trying to keep the legs moving. Back to that tomahawk serve, stands straight onto the table. And has hit that one beautifully. Backside of the racket, underspin on the ball. And Liu trying to make a bit of eye contact with Ning. Ning more than happy to stare back. (3-2) Liu in this game. Ning leads though 3-2 overall in the match. A couple of big backhands in there from Ning, but nicely dealt with by Liu. And hits a forehand of her own. Well, the backhand has been pretty good for Liu in this game, but the forehand's starting to look ominous now. Liu, the Asian Games champion, but still to earn a really big singles win on the world stage. It's been a vital part of the Chinese team gold medal performances over time. Phenomenal. What an angle, and she knows that. Well, for us mere mortals, this would just be a little bit lucky. That is planned and executed quite beautifully. Moment's thought for Liu. She's in a good position here. There's a swing of momentum back in her favour in this match. And it's a big swing as well. 6-2, you'd have to say it. Players of this calibre, 6-2 is a game-winning situation. They should put it over the line or get it over the line from here. And Liu really must force this to a 7th and deciding game. I think under the circumstances, on the balance of play, that would only be fair. Can she keep it going then and claim the gold medal for the first time ever? And this is the brushed, flicked return on the forehand, giving herself a good talking to. In general, the Chinese coaches keep themselves out of the situation when it comes to an all-Chinese final, but you will have noticed that the players are making regular eye contact with the coaches who are sat not too far away. Speed, precision and sportsmanship as well. I think we can say from Ning, I'm pretty sure that she confirmed that that touched the table. So absolute precision to the very back edge from Liu.
Left, 7-3.
A basic serve, sometimes on this forehand. Beautiful. But controlled it in such a way that the return from Ning was something she felt she could attack, and she attacked it well. Both wings open, chose the line. 8-3. Ning in some bother here. Well, it just got faster and faster. And I'm pretty sure that last forehand from Liu was the one that Ning felt was maybe coming down the line. It was just a little sluggish to the backhand. Liu running away with this 6th game. Ning's turn to catch the edge. Well, she's gone from being quite smiley out there on the table and certainly emotional, celebrating point after point, to being a little more twitchy, a little more morose, I'd have to say. Ning at the other end of the table, not looking happy. As Liu is the one smiling now, and why wouldn't you play table tennis like this? Oh, astonishing rally, absolutely astonishing. That is two players operating at the very peak of their powers. How on earth do you hit the ball that sweetly for that long? Only Liu knows right now, because she finished the rally in style, and she's got 6 game points to take this to a decider. And a decider is where we're going. But which player is going to experience 7th heaven? That's the question still to be answered in this gold medal final. Liu playing some quite beautiful table tennis in that 6th game. And Ning now has got it all to do to find her form. It's 3-all. We're going to a decider. Game 7 of this Women's World Championship final here in Suzhou in China. A ding-dong battle between the #1 seed Ning and the #2 seed at the far end of the table, LIU Shiwen. And away we go. Fast serve from Liu, immediately gets the rally going at the sort of pace she wants to play at. And my goodness me, has she been playing fast. That 6th game from Liu, some of the best table tennis I've seen from her in a while. And it's put the #1 seed on the ropes, and she's struggling now, Ning. Liu will just try and keep this run going. 3 games all then. The 7th game, the tiebreaker between these two for the gold. It's a fast serve again. Expansive rally, and oh my god, oh, Ding's gone down there. Well, Liu is celebrating, but that looks serious for Ning. Well, she's a tough cookie, is Ning, but she's in serious pain here, and genuine concern from this crowd. Liu would not have been aware of the injury as Ning went down. It looked like she turned her ankle. Well, I said she's lunged for a number of balls during the course of this final and stumbled and fallen. But it just looked to me like her right leg got trapped under her as she tried to make that shot. And the ankle compressed underneath her. And no surprise, the physio is on. There's an immediate medical timeout being requested. And I think now the crowd and also Ding Ning's opponent, LIU Shiwen, will be fully aware that this is serious. This does not look good for the world number one. Well, LIU Shiwen just doesn't want anything to do with it. A compatriot, her friend, big forehand, she slips, oh, and that's where it happened. That is a nasty, nasty sprain of the ankle. And the reaction from Ding Ning, immediate. Just could not get her foot out from under her body and didn't move from the floor. Well, she'll have the full medical timeout to try and recover it, but at the moment, things do not look good for Ding Ning in this World Championship final. Full time has been taken on the medical timeout. Ice applied, then strapping. It looks like has been put on to the injury. The crowd here in Suzhou, who just love Ding Ning, are desperate for her to carry on, but I don't know if she can. She can barely stand. Well, the strapping will at least provide some support, but my goodness me, any of you that have turned your ankle playing a sport will understand just how much that stings. But once the initial pain subsides, with the adrenaline coursing through your body in a match like this, you've got a chance, I guess, to try and soldier on and spare a thought for the woman in your shot, LIU Shiwen. She's had her back turned on the situation for the whole time. I don't think she wanted to see her friend suffering and in pain at the far end. She just wanted to keep her mind completely disengaged. But she was in a purple patch. LIU Shiwen was playing dream table tennis, and it's all stopped. So nearly a 10-minute break to get Ding Ning fixed up and back and ready to play. And now LIU has to try and find it all again. Well, unbelievable that there should be more drama in this gold medal match in what has already been a dramatic encounter, but it is there to be seen. I'm not even sure Ding is going to be able to make her normal tomahawk serve. That may put too much pressure on the ankle. 2-0 LIU in this deciding game. Oh, that's amazing. Well, a few things to consider here. LIU has had to have the break, but if she's thinking sensibly and cleverly tactically here, she will know there is something that Ding Ning is going to find virtually impossible to do, and that is to do what she likes, to run round onto the forehand when the ball is on the backhand side of the table, to try and exploit the forehand. And if LIU can keep a cool head here, she may try and manoeuvre her opponent round. Yeah, go straight into that side. Well, limps over to the forehand side and somehow remains in the rally. But LIU kept the pressure up. And on that evidence, you'd have to say, it doesn't look like LIU has backed off too much. Doesn't look like she's lost too much form here. But it's tough to play a wounded player. They have nothing to lose. For them, the honour has already been claimed by actually standing up and carrying on. Very tentatively flexing that ankle, but it was a nasty one. And you can see underneath the strapping, it is a little swollen. But LIU trying to keep her mind on the game. 3-1 up in this decider. Good retrieve. Ding Ning just reaching round for it, and LIU determined to try and get that one back down the line. It's the right tactic from LIU, just the wrong execution. And Ning, after a long, long pause for that injury, he's back on level terms. There is still no separating these two fantastic players. 3 games all, 3 points all in the 7th and final game. That's the shot Liu has to keep trying to play. Watch her play this down the backhand side. That's a shot that Ning would probably normally try and run round and hit on the forehand. But she can't do it anymore, so she's got to trust her backhand. Very forceful bounce. Means business here, Ning, but Liu once again with the lead. And once again into the net, trying to force that shot. For all. Change of ends to come. Both players still have a regulation timeout as well to use if they wish. Sticking on the backhand, both players. And generally speaking, Liu, with the slightly superior backhand, is going to come out on top of a lot of those rallies. She does get that lovely little kick off the flick backhand. It must be terribly difficult to try and play those balls when they're on a good length. So end change. Ning now at the far end. Hobbling between points. Clearly in a lot of pain, but continuing in this final. Well, movement is definitely restricted, and Liu is struggling to find her way into those shots that she so desperately wants to play. I guess that's the other problem. You start to play with less freedom, and you start to play to a more prescriptive plan, and if you can't execute that, you're struggling again, and Liu is just off the pace a bit here. And again, just can't push Ning far enough. Well, the crowd now, I think, virtually 100% on Ning's side. I can't believe that she stood up after that ankle injury and carried on. And Ning has the lead. Oh, again. Another shot that she would have been tempted to run round and hit on the forehand, but instead has to stand still and just block this, and that's amazing. Beautiful angle. And Liu can't get there. A despairing lunge for what is now a despairing situation. Liu's got to get this under control once more. Mentally, very difficult situation for her. I won't be surprised if we'll see a timeout from her if she doesn't win this next point. Ning then 2 points up, 4 points away from the gold medal. She's got another one on the board. And that 3-point cushion for Ning may just be enough. Well, in trying to put Ning under pressure, Liu is missing shots and essentially handing 3 points over to her opponent. Still no timeout called. Well, that's real durability from Liu, sticking with it, and gets herself back in business. 2 points down now. Ning then to serve. Still haven't seen her use the tomahawk since the ankle injury. Isn't it amazing? Forced into using the backhand more than she normally would. And she's hitting some dream shots. And for Liu, she was on her way to this title. There's no doubt about that. She was playing dream table tennis. Then her opponent falls. It's a serious injury. It looked as if Ning may not even be able to carry on. But she stands up and claims the momentum in this game back for her own. Liu with another point, but still 2 points in it. Ning now just 2 away from the gold. Well, the crowd here just beside themselves. Well, the counting that you can hear in the background, I can tell you, is because this game has gone to expedite. So the rally must be finished within a number of shots. The umpire calls out, and if the rally is still going, then the player, yeah, just confirming it's still expedite. The player with the serve, the player that started the rally, if they haven't killed it, losing the point. Expedite is a rule that has been around for a long time and was introduced when rallies back in the day used to go on forever. Rallies now much shorter in duration, so consequently games much shorter in duration. But this game, with all of the incidents that have happened, has been forced the distance. And Ning on the verge of a quite amazing victory here. 2 championship points, and the gold is Ning's. She reclaims the world title that she won back in 2011 in the most dramatic of circumstances. And that is storybook stuff. A match that will live long in the memory, not just because of the quality of table tennis, which at times was exceptional. Liu was in control coming into the 7th and deciding game. And then it all happened. The ankle injury. And it looked as if Ning wasn't even going to be able to continue in the game, but she rose from the floor and limped her way through the rest of this match and somehow claimed back the impetus. Well, a stunning match, a stunning game of table tennis. 11-8 in the end in that 7th game, but that's almost immaterial when you consider what happened there. And Ning in too much pain to even stay on the court for the interview. Just wants to get away. And I can tell you, an ambulance has been called to take her away immediately after this interview, where she's going to have to take seated. But that's your world champion, Ning, the world #1. With Rio on the horizon, pulls off a dramatic victory. And for Liu, well, maybe that was the best chance that she will have to win a world title. It didn't happen though. Ning is the world champion.